Anthropology 320 is an introduction to physical anthropology. And that means I'm having the students explore biological and social relationships in the production of human physical variation as well as cultural variation. What I like to do with this class is at the beginning of the quarter, I have them form a discussion contract. And in the discussion contract, I draw a big circle on the board and I ask the students to tell me what goes on the inside of the circle, which is everything that's acceptable, things that are encouraged during discussion, and what would go on the outside of the circle, things that they don't want their discussions to be like. And I try and get every student in the classroom to contribute something. And I have them define each of those things that they think are important, and I put those words in the center of the circle, and I put the stuff that they don't want on the outside. And once we've come to that agreement, all the students have this kind of contract in their binder, and I refer to it once in a while during discussions to remind them that they've set the rules for their own discussion, and we came to this conclusion as a group. The class is a lab-based course, so I have students engage in a variety of hands-on as well as observational types of labs. So we do things like work with skull casts and other fossil replica materials, and we also have one lab in which we go to the Lincoln Park Zoo and observe primate behavior. Now, we all meet at the zoo at the Regenstein Center, which is the main primate enclosure for the apes. And the students have the duration of the class, usually about an hour to 2 hours, to do their observations. So once they get there, they'll split up into small groups. Individuals within the groups will select a certain primate or a certain member of that primate group that they're watching, and they'll track them through behaviors. I give them until our next meeting to process what they were observing as a group and prepare this into a lab assignment. In the lab itself, I'm asking them to reflect on their experiences at the zoo and think about how to translate data into discrete categories of behavior, and also to think about what are the parallels with human behaviors. I have a midterm and I also have a final evaluation that goes with my course. And the students in that midterm and final evaluation talk about their role in discussion. Kind of they set their own personal goals for themselves. Have they been achieving those goals? And these are goals that they set at the beginning of the quarter. At midterm, we evaluate them. And then at the end of the class, they also reflect on those goals. It becomes an opportunity for students to debate about the meaning of data or the information that they were finding and the conclusions that we're drawing from that information. And it gets students to, again, reflect on some of the biases and assumptions that we have about primates as well as what it is to be human based on our own personal backgrounds and experiences.